joke battles with you and activocentrism.
Get out of here.
Guys, are we good? Yes, we're good? Okay. On actually not impacting their claim between arguments, you're not going to go on. It also forces says that their one person in power is dangerous. Doesn't mean that they're going to launch nukes. Also, there's not a reason to vote us down. They're not going to win on this turn. Industry. We're extending the impact throughout the flow on the critique flow, which is our air card. Means that we still get an impact to disadvantage. The rest of the advantage continue, which means that you are going to inevitably give us full weight of disadvantage because we concede that the head is going to need. We're necessary to help solve that sort of area. China. They say that there's no time for when China's doing this, but our evidence indicates that China is militarizing now and they're being secretive about it, and that their space industry is being funded by the military, which proves that their objectives in space are because of the military. And they say that theirs is bad, but theirs is really awesome part. It indicates that theirs is really awesome part. I'm going to get to more on the overview. We're going to get full weight of the advantage. They're not contesting the link for it, right? And they're not contesting the story of it.
Their MIMS evidence is about moon goals.
And their MIMS evidence is about moon goals, not about militarization. Overview. At the end of the round, the framework is going to mean that we get to weigh our advantage against critique. This means that case outweighs because in a world where we lose heads, we are no longer able to stifle conflicts and erupt. When conflicts erupt, they will inevitably draw in other powers to defend that are trying to defend their pockets and try to contain conflict. But our argument is that only U.S. head is able to effectively contain conflicts, and this means that as the U.S. head global nuclear war is inevitable, and you're not going to value their value of life, and we're still living in the world of we are still all alive, which is better return to death. They make the argument that death is like being dead, but it's nothing's like being dead except for actually being dead.
We can get better value.
We can improve our value of life in the world, the negative ensures that we're not able to. I'm going to do the college debate, though. I'm going to do the college debate first. Ontology doesn't come first in this debate. First, it's in our own evidence, which indicates that when we are stuck thinking about issues like ontology, policy doesn't happen, and policy is the only thing that solves in the real world. This directly answers back to the Dylan evidence because it proves there only policy fails when we actually waste time thinking about things like ontology. Second, they extend our Davidson evidence that indicates that death should come first because the only conditions under which atrocities are allowed to happen are ones where people have lost the ability to value life because they only think of things like ontology. There are two pieces of ontology. First, evidence contradict themselves. One says ontology is all around us and is included in policy, and the other says that ontology isn't included in policy, and that is why it fails. It means that you should reject their evidence. When the policy evaluation comes first, which means that the extinction due to war with China and collapse of US by Germany outweighs we can't evaluate our existence when we're all dead. Okay. Link to it. There is no link to this. The critique does not literally does not link to us. We as debaters are not taking an action. There has to be a real life link. They're not linking to the point where we are not taking a visual action. We're not seeing the signing of the CSLA. It is all a metaphorical and simulation for debate. We're not seeing the signing of the CSLA because there's not going to be a link to critique. And the biggest concession of the 2NR is that they concede permanent vote solves, which means that you can literally vote here. The permanent vote is going to be able to solve because we are able to take the action plan which solves for the advantage, and we are able to do the critique and examine optimal centrism. There's no reason why you're not going to be able to vote on the perm. Also, literally they're conceding that death comes first. Also, they say that we don't know everything leads to loss of value life, but the immersion is the only world in which we're actually able to ensure that value that we live, that we have options to value life. So Germany is going to be able to solve in a world with negative world that means that we're not able to have a value life for death. They say that we see the hedge as a defining symbol, but look, it's not. Look, hedge is the most important impact around because they're arguing that the shining symbol are false because one, hedge is just a way of like portraying our power. It's not like this shining symbol of like US being superheroes. They don't have a turn themselves. Ontology, you're going to evaluate PSL debate. Yeah, that's
Where's the filming?